And I'm live. What's up, Facebook? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, y'all already know who it is. It's Dr. J. Will in the house today in the afternoon. Hey, this is Dr. J. Will with the Elite Motivational Moments with Dr. John Williams. Hey, let me tell you something. How y'all doing today? Me too. Hey, today is happiest country or happiest supposed to be the happiest city day or whatever. But America just fell to the 23rd, and I think Finland is ranked number 1. I just thought I'd share that little history thing with you. And yeah, that's what I want to tell y'all today. But how y'all doing out there? I know y'all missed me. That's why I came back. But this is Dr. J. Will with the Elite Motivational Moments with a super special guest. What you at? What you say? Oh, yeah. I'm representing once again. That's the Filipino, so I love representing from wherever I have to represent. But I was sitting here thinking today, I said, wow, I'm blessed by the best. I get to do these shows, I get to freelance, I get to no regulations on what I can say until Facebook take me off or whatever they're gonna do. But listen, I am just wanting to take the time to thank you guys, because even though we have fun on the show and I try to make it entertaining and all that good stuff, we reached 470,000 followers as of today. Y'all helped me get to that 500,000 and half a million. And also, I must say that we are now live on our YouTube channel. That is up and running. Of course, we have 2 full Facebook pages that's running right now. I want to take time out also before I bring my special guest on. He's backstage waiting on me. See, he's nervous and everything, so that's why I'm up here talking, because I know he's backstage nervous. So I'm gonna keep him being nervous for just a few more minutes. But I want to thank this person that's gonna come on today. That's none other than the one and only Seafood Whitlow, Derrick Whitlow, all the way from Alabama. And we're going to talk about some great things that he got going on. And y'all know how we do. We just like to promote people. We like to promote good people. You don't want to promote everybody. But I thank God for him and all that he has helped me to do. He's an inspirational person in many people's lives. You probably see me sharing a lot of his stuff throughout the week or whatever, his classes that he teach online. But he'll tell you about all that, and I'll get back to him in a moment. But I want to say thank you for everybody that's joining in and everybody that has joined in. Thank you. I believe I see, oh yes, hello sir. I see one of my pastors all the way from Georgia. I believe he might be somewhere up in either Albany or one of them places outside of Atlanta. But thank you, Pastor Brown. Call me when I get off the air, because me and you need to talk. See, that's how I talk to him when I'm online. So that's how you do it. No, but I thank God for you guys. And I see Master Jeanette is on there. Hello, all the way from Florida. And that's what it's all about, y'all. We just want to bring with some information today. Bring you some information, tell you about the award ceremony that you see behind me. I'm sure Sifu going to talk about what he's going to talk about. And one thing about this show, when you're on this show, you can talk about anything that you got going on. I'm promoting your stuff right now when you come on to this show. So I don't think, oh, I can't say that. It's your moment. It's you letting the world know what product you have. So that being said, this is Dr. J. Will with the Elite Motivational Moments with Dr. John Williams. I say that because y'all like to hear that. So that's why I say that's the reason I do that. But so without further ado, let's see if I know how to do this. I'm gonna bring I almost removed him. I'm gonna bring on the one, the only, the man. And when I bring you on, I'm gonna go ahead and bring you on right now. I'm bringing on and everybody, y'all go ahead and say hello to Sifu. Derrick Whitlow. There he is. What's going on, sir? How are you?
Man, I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great. That's that. I see your little name floating across the bottom. Let me make that. There we go. So everybody else can see your phone number if they need to get in contact with you. And before we go further, sir, I wanted to apologize because earlier when you were trying to call me, Sifu, I have to let you know that Haji Shogun Brown, he had me tied up and he wouldn't let me get off the phone. He I'm just saying I was trying to get off the talk to you. So he wouldn't let me get off the phone so I could answer your call. So
no problem. That's my big brother, so it's acceptable.
He's not here to defend himself. I'm my part of the story. But we love you guys, and listen, y'all. Send your comments, your questions, whatever you have. He'll be on air. We can read your questions and comments. But at this time, I want to introduce the psalm, like we said in the church, and present to others, no other than Sifu Derrick Whitlow. And I'm okay. I was making sure that I was spelt right and everything. So at this time, sir, I'm going to back out. And I just want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself, or tell us all about yourself, or whichever way you want to go with it.
Well, I am Shifu Derrick P. Whitlow the first. I do quite a bit. I've got my hands in a lot of different things, everything from the martial arts to film to television, and also in ministry as well. And so we do quite a bit of things. We're seeking to motivate, inspire, and encourage people to be all that God has placed in them to be. And most of all, to encourage our community and to let them know that all things truly are possible. We have not because we ask not.
Yes, that's right. Don't let me interrupt you. Go ahead. I mean, you on a roll. I just was quoting the scripture with you.
Okay. Yeah. That's one of my favorite scriptures. James 4:2. We have not because we ask not. And because of our history in this country, many of us, we go through life and we don't ask for what it is that we desire based upon the gifts that God has placed within us. And so I'm one of those encouragers, those motivational people to motivate people to ask God and to reach for your dreams, reach for those things that make life worth living for you, especially those things that help build our community and build people. And those are, overall, that's what we do. But just to tell you a little bit about our martial art background, I'm an eighth Dan in Wugong Dao. Wugong Dao is a martial arts system that is translated in Chinese as the way of the protective martial skill. It is derived of the 5 animal systems, Na Yin Ga. It is derived of Shaolin and Chinese kickboxing, as well as Muay Thai kickboxing. It also incorporates elements of Okinawan karate, the Shure system with the open hand, and also Wing Chun, and then Tai Chi Chuan. So we do, we do quite a bit. We have a school here in Huntsville, Alabama, off of Blue Springs Road, 3400 Blue Springs Road, Suite A4. My son, who's got a second world championship last year, he also has Whitlow's Academy of Martial Science in New York. And so he's there in New York teaching even as we speak. And we're looking to expand in the Nashville area sometime next year as well. So we do quite a bit. The martial arts really not only teaches self-discipline, but it teaches confidence, and it really helps us to coordinate the spirit, the mind, and the body. And so we find that when one studies the martial arts, it translates beyond the mat in the Kwan or the dojo to our everyday actions and what we do in life as well. So those are some of the things that we do with our martial arts.
So I know you talked a lot about your martial arts, and I'm pretty sure you did name your school and your location. So you guys, if you're in the Montgomery, correct? Montgomery, Alabama?
We're in Huntsville, Alabama. I'm sorry. We're in Huntsville, Alabama. Yeah, we're in northern Alabama, North Alabama. Yes.
Okay, if you're in the Huntsville area, see, that's what this show is all about. You're in the Huntsville, Alabama area. You wanted to learn some type of art. Now, some of y'all are much older than me, and I wanted to know. I'm thinking for our generation that's going to be y'all age someday, our bones or y'all bones, our bones don't work just like they used to. So I always get the question, hey, Doc Williams, what's the best martial arts I should take for my age bracket? I'm not going to answer that question. I'm going to give you the opportunity to speak to the people and let them know, what's one of the best, because you've been around, you probably did a little bit more than me. So I'll let you answer that question.
Well, I've been in martial arts now for about 37 years. I just had my 55th birthday this past March the 10th.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. And believe it or not, I'm still able to do about 80% of what I was doing in my 20s. Of course, because I'm teaching the martial arts, I try to make sure that I stay healthy and keep down injuries. And we kind of reserve a lot of the fancier things for demonstrations. But in terms of your question, people often ask, what is the best martial arts? And I say that within the family of martial arts, there are many martial arts systems. It's kind of a political question, because what I have discovered is that in the martial sciences or in the martial arts, the best arts are the ones that cover a wide variety of skills within the martial sciences. Case in point, in Kung Fu, we have a division called Northern Kung Fu, and we have a division called Southern Kung Fu. Now, Northern Kung Fu is more of your flamboyant stuff that you saw Jackie Chan doing and Jet Li, you know. But then you also have Southern martial arts or Southern Kung Fu. And Southern is up close and personal. It's that self-defense region. It's like from the personal space to the intimate zone. So you have everything from, throws and locks. You have everything from striking to kicking. You have everything from redirection, sidestep evasion, angle step evasion. So the best martial arts systems, I can't say that there is one, because in every martial arts system, there's a strength and there is a weakness. But the best schools that you can attend are those that can teach you a variety of techniques, depending on what it is that you're seeking to learn, and despite your age. Like in our school, we don't just teach kicking. We also teach, with the hands, at boxer's range. We also teach redirection. We teach locking and throwing. So we teach a variety of things, even though a person can letter and develop their martial personality within a month to 3 months in a particular system, but we try to expose them to at least one or two things that would diversify them. Case in point, the oldest student that I have is a retired military officer. We call him the old gray fox. And Brother Ben Long, and he's 71.
Oh, wow.
And but if you saw him demonstrating doing our focus mitt drills, you would think he's not 71. You know, now Ben doesn't throw a lot of high kicks, but he's throwing a lot of front kicks to the legs, to the knees, to the middle part of the area. But his hands are lethal, and he knows how to receive as well. Whereas then I have younger students, you know, in their 20s that are like my son. He's a world champion. And then I have other students that are black belts and potential world champions, and many of them that are just lethal. In fact, when we go to tournaments, they hate to see us coming because they swear up and down that the level that our students are much they're higher than what they've actually been ranked. But in Kung Fu and in our systems particularly, one traditional belt in a traditional system is 2 in ours. So they not only have to learn how to throw a punch or a kick, but they have to learn to apply that in about 3 to 4 different angles. They have to understand what the technique is, what the terminology is. They have to not only be able to perform it, but they also have to learn how to defend it. So even when they get to the middle position, you know, even our lower belts are pretty knowledgeable, and they have been trained to such a point that they appear to be black belts.
I like that.
They appear to be black belts because of the expectation and the level of training that they receive, you know. And so you will see, and so if you see our higher belts, you might think they're masters. You see our lower belts, you'll say, man, these guys are experts. But a lot of that is because I spent 9.5 months training with the monks in Shaolin back in the 1990s. And when I was there, you know, I had a chaperone, and even the little kids, they were trained from the ages of 5. So you can imagine by the time they hit 12, 13, 14, 15, they're experts already, you know. Wow. So when I came stateside and I really got into my teaching profession after the 1998 Goodwill Games, you know, I ended up taking that same model of training to put into my own students. And I was able to develop the system the way it is today. Now it's been, man, it's been over 20 years, over 25 years, you know, teaching this system. So what I love about what we do is that if someone comes into my studio and they don't necessarily desire a lot of kicking, we can train them at a southern range with their hands. So they're not just limited by kicks. If they have some kind of injury, we can teach them how to receive and redirect to angle and move, you know. So the best systems, and it's not just my system. There are other teachers that do the same thing. They always have at least 1 or 2 systems that you can learn in to diversify what you do as a martial scientist or a martial practitioner. And that's what makes Wukong Dao so unique. But a lot of our stuff comes directly from Shaolin. A lot of our stuff, we mix the renegade with the traditional. And then because we are an African-American school, we have the boxing and we have the kickboxing. So a lot of our fighters are very diverse. They're very lethal, but thank God most of our students have a good temperament.
I love that. Now, we mentioned one person, your son, D2.
Oh,
That's just a sharp name in itself. I told him, man, I might be J-Dub 2 or something. I like that D2. That was pretty sharp. Now, D2, he's a bad dude. And from what I understand, he's supposed to come and perform in front of kings and queens. Is that not right on the?
Oh man, we are looking for the come on in elite Hall of Fame, May the 4th in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We're looking forward to that. Yeah, he will be performing For all of the good people out there, you want to see some great martial arts. One thing about D2, he incorporates the gymnastics, the backflips into the animal systems. He's just a fantastic athlete. He's a fantastic martial artist. He just, from weapons to, in fact, I trained D2 since he was 5, basically.
Yeah, he
so
talked
now,
about
yeah,
you. He
yeah.
talked
So
about
now he's, I think he just turned 30. So he's
Dude
in his
is
prime.
bad.
Yeah, he's
You
bad
know,
boy.
when we were in Houston, I was gonna compete, but I saw D2. I said, well, I'm much older. I didn't want to hurt him, so I didn't want him to, I didn't want him to mess up his record or nothing. So I just tried to be a judge. I'm just saying. And
Hey.
Sometimes,
Hey, what you say? You had to put up the dragon versus the tiger. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Hey, I train a lot of young cats that are really good, man. And you got to show the dragon as opposed to the tiger. I understand. But we got a lot of talented martial artists out there, brother.
What I tried to tell him is, man, I don't have to fight you because I'm more than a martial artist. I could be a trainer, I could be a counselor. But hey, I'm more than a martial artist. I ain't got to fight you. But that is going to be so great. I talked to Grandmaster Dr. Shogun today, and he's going to also bring a team, or he's going to have some performers out there.
Okay, wonderful.
I talked to Master Jeanette Chansey out of Florida with the CLIMA, with the Filipino martial arts schools out there, and she's also going to do either a kata or because what I'm trying to do with that, I'm trying to get people to see that it's just not about taekwondo, it's just not about judo, it's not just about
right.
other things, and then what's very impressive is that you're going to have, I can say it now, we're going to have 4 kings there, we're going to have 4 queens, we're going to have dignitaries there.
Right.
I just got confirmation today. So it's like 15 different Congress people within Africa itself is going to be there. And then we got the mayor and police chiefs and stuff that's going to be there. We got the Whitlow's family. Now, we can't move on. We're going to move on again, but let's talk about a little bit about, because he's not on. Well, we gotta share Pop's history too now. Come on now.
Oh yeah. Well, let me just say this. Let me say this. One of the exciting things that I'm excited about your event, Dr. Williams, is that I'll be there with CTS Films with Mandela Corleone. And we're going to be doing the Black Martial Art Masters documentary that weekend. We're going to, and what's so great about your event, there'll be so many of the gentlemen that will be interviewed for the documentary. They're all going to be at your event. So that keeps us from having to travel around the country, and we'll have a film crew on set that will be also talking with the Black Martial Art Masters. And the unique thing about that is that what most people don't know is that most of the great martial artists that they see on television, they were either influenced by the Black Martial Art Masters, or they were trained by the Black Martial Art Masters. I think about Steven Seagal. Even though he went overseas and he studied Aikido, his first instructor was a Black Filipino. One of his first instructors. Most people don't know that. When you look at Bruce Lee, for instance, in the JKD system, one of his first students was Jesse Glover, who's one of the great Black martial art masters. But more importantly, in Bruce Lee's autobiography, he says that the only person faster than him was Steve Muhammad. And Grandmaster Steve Muhammad is also a part of the Black Martial Art Masters Association. But now we are blessed because we are under Supreme Grandmaster James V. DeBro III.
Yes, sir.
And the legendary Fighting Tigers, they were Black martial art masters that were undefeated for half a century. So that's the legacy that we come from. And our Grandmaster, Supreme Grandmaster James V. DeBro III, he's going to be in the house that weekend as well. In fact, he's one of the main people we're going to be interviewing. There'll be people like Supreme Grandmaster Michael T. Johnson. There'll be others. You know, there's just going to be a whole host of Black martial artists and different martial artists from around the country that will be at that event, even retired veterans of the martial sciences that were champions. And so we're John, man, we're just excited about what's getting ready to happen.
You said one name, and my good friend Steve Muhammad will be inducted that day as well, and he will be there.
That's right.
Is my good friend Steve Muhammad, and I'm also his regional direction.
Okay.
This region for the BKF, the Black
All
Karate.
right. So, Black Karate Federation, yes.
So he will be in. He's confirmed that he is going to come. I'm working on getting Linda Dentley in as well. I talked to Paul, Grandmaster Paul Casey out of Nevada. He's a Kempo guy.
Okay.
And we're working on trying to get, it just hasn't been confirmed yet, but we're trying to actually induct Bruce Lee and Shannon. I wanted them to come in, son and daughter. We know Bruce Lee been gone about 50-some years, but I still have connection with his daughter. And it's the stuff that I couldn't really talk about, but now since it's being confirmed, I can share more. And I didn't want to share anything about the movie. You did a movie. Tell us how we can go. I don't want to skip in anything. I don't want to skip anything. Tell us about the movie. This is not the first one. You have some stuff out there. Tell us how we can.
Well, we actually did one of our. I have a movie company. I have an overriding company called WU Productions, right? But we have a film production company called Mystic Rights Films, and my son's film company is called Comet Black Studios, Anupa Studios, and he attended Full Sail in cinematography, and he's not only a phenomenal world champion martial artist, but he's also a great editor and a great filmmaker as well. So we kind of combined our efforts, and we did a short film called Revenge of the Ancient Slayer. We actually shot it in 2022, but we released 16 minute, 25-second short film with Revenge of the Ancient Slayer, and it was a great success. I was actually the head vampire. It's an action vampire movie, a black vampire movie.
I saw your teeth. I was going to say something.
And my son was actually the Ancient Slayer, and so we kind of went head to head. I don't want to be a spoiler, so you got to go to YouTube and put in Revenge of the Ancient Slayer, and you'll see it. But there is a part 2 coming out, and it will be an hour long. And we'll add it with the first part, and then it'll be sent to Tubi next year. But we're just kind of showcasing Black martial artists and Black action films at that level. I know most people know about Jai White and all of the movies that he's doing, but there are so many other talented martial artists around the country that are doing small projects that we're trying to encourage that as well. So we're trying to really put the boots on entertainment and really try to put some things out there. And then I have a project that I'm doing with Zuri Hollywood. I can't get into too much of the details publicly right now, but there is it's going to be a 10-episode TV series called 70 Mortal Fists. And we've got a couple of big name companies that I can't mention right now that are looking at producing that. But as soon as that comes out, I will come back on your show, John, and we'll talk about it.
Let's do it. And like I said, you come on here anytime. You come on anytime.
But also, John, we're excited about your event because that's the weekend we'll be shooting again the documentary about Black martial artists. and that's going to happen right there on site. One of our main film guys is Mandela Carleone. I don't know if you know him, but he was with Wu-Tang. You know, he had a career with Wu-Tang, and he has CTS Films. So WU Productions and CTS Films are going to be doing that Black Martial Art Masters video. We're kind of taking off of where Wesley Snipes left off, right. And we're trying to showcase some martial artists that people have not seen around the United States. Believe it or not, the Black Martial Art Masters had the same struggle that African Americans had in the industry, like most African Americans in various industries, but they weren't recognized really until 1973. And I tell you what, these guys were phenomenal back in the 60s. These guys were, they were the top of the top. They were the cream de la cream of all martial artists. The only problem was most people only saw a certain class of martial artists, and they weren't privy to know who was really behind the scenes. Many of the Black martial artists, they were bodyguards for civil rights leaders. They were in military martial artists. They were in law enforcement, like our own Supreme Grand Master James V. DeBrow III. They just did a host of things, and they were responsible for a lot of the training of many of the popular martial artists that you see on TV today. So now this is our opportunity to showcase them. This is our opportunity to share the variety of international martial arts with the world. And let them see that there are so many different systems out there, that martial arts is not just about violence. In fact, it's not about violence. It's really about, it's a rite of passage. When you're in Africa, you're in Asia, you're in the Philippines, you're in Europe, it's a rite of passage because it teaches you so much about life. It teaches you to respect folk. I often tell people from a ministerial perspective, I tell them, you know, if you break into somebody's house and they pull a gun and they shoot you and you die, the commandment was for you. It wasn't for them.
I like that.
The commandment was for you. It wasn't for them, right?
It's true.
And so when you have a trained martial artist, they're like loaded weapons. They're like loaded guns.
That's it.
But the truth is, you know, we don't know who knows what, you know. So it's to our benefit to love and respect people,
right,
and to be amicable to people, even to the people that we don't necessarily agree with, you know. And often that kind of love, that type of tradition, opens doors and pathways so that we can bring the best out of humanity.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, and you know, just being. Carrying that legacy, I'm one of the ones that get to help carry that legacy. So I'm letting y'all know I ordered my new uniform. They already told me it's red with a glimmer of gray or something, whatever, you know, whatever Professor Shogun told me to do. I just go ahead and do it, you know. And so,
hey, the United Martial Art Union is something special, brother. It's something special.
Yeah, it is. But that's what it's all about. And I'm looking so forward to, and that's why I'm telling you, listen, he said May the 4th. But what we're going to do also is May the 3rd.
Right.
Is that we have some schools that I also help sponsor and that sponsors us. And this is how we get to where we're at. We have a Fresh Anointing Christian Bible Institute.
All right.
Dr. Alice Bassnight, she is the owner of that school. And we have Dr. Handy. He is Christopher Handy. He's the owner of a school out of one of the Bible Institutes out of Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh, wow.
We have collaborated, and we had some students to graduate with their associates, doctorate, as well as masters and stuff. So what I asked those two professors to do, the owners of those schools, and I said, you know, people come to your school, they graduate and all this, but how about instead of graduating them online live, why don't you come to the event? And let's let them walk across the stage live on Friday night. So you'll see a graduation on Friday night here in Colorado Springs. I have a couple of classmates I see. We have Miss Tangi Roseborough. She is one of our next persons that will be graduating. She'll be graduating in a few months.
Oh wow.
She'll miss this class, but she's the one next one of the ones going to graduate. But the reason I brought up Miss Tangi Roseborough, because when you guys come, and I'm speaking to everybody that's watching and listening, when you come to the event, don't bring your BlackBerry or your, the flip phones from the 80s or your Polaroid that you have to bring. Don't bring those. You need to bring your real cameras and all the pictures that you take I don't know, you'll let me know after I finish this spiel. Let me know about the regulations on taking pictures, blah, blah, blah. Because what Tangi Roseborough has tasked me to do is get good pictures, and she's going to actually do that full magazine spread for us, and she's going to put it into she also is a certified movie person with the drone and all that stuff. She all that certified. She's got her own movie company, and she's going to do a documentary for us, and I asked her to cover the pack. So she's going to do a documentary on this program, and she wanted me to get the best pictures and all that good stuff. But you guys, y'all just made my heart. Daryl Hennington, you know him. He's the former world champion kickboxer.
Yes.
He is also getting, he was calling me, he's also getting inducted into the Hall of Honor.
Oh, wow.
We have
big weekend.
It's going to be a big weekend. Please, 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 everybody that is attending, if you're a martial artist, please bring your gi, because we're going to go to different places and take photos. We got photo shoots. I told somebody we should go skating. I want to do everything different. I want to do everything different than you've seen there's no seminars. I'm telling you guys, no seminars, you guys. You're not there to work. You're there to have fun. We are in the back dead middle of downtown Colorado, where you can walk out the hotel and you can walk across the street, and all you see is eateries on your left and right, and you can go shopping and all that in the city of Colorado Springs. Then we're going to take
you laying it out, ain't you, Dr. Williams? You laying it out, brother?
I'm trying to sell this ticket. I'm trying to see.
Hey, for the public, what are the ticket costs again?
For the public, the tickets for the dinner and no awards, the tickets is $199 or $195.
Okay.
$175, $195. I have to look on the site, but I believe it's $195 or $175. It's on the site, and you say, well, I'm not going to come, blah, blah, blah. That's good. You don't have to, because when you go on the website, you got a page, it's got a little thing down there say custom. Just make a donation. Listen, you see this big Filipino thing I'm wearing, this big Filipino thing. The reason I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose because for the month of May and June, April through May, we're going to have ambassadors over in the Philippines, and they're going to be doing work on our behalf of Come On In Incorporation Global, which we will be feeding some homeless over there. I don't have to physically be there, but we have people in place that is going to do that. So when we're raising this fund, this is a fundraiser. When we're raising the funds for this, we got an African project immediately after this, and we got the Filipino project. And in October, I will be personally going over to Brazil. We are inducting 25 inductees into the Williams Elite Hall of Honor International. So they're bringing me over to Brazil to induct 25 people on the Parliament floor. So this is not a fly-by-night thing. And listen, this might be the year you want to get in, because I got with Grandmaster Brown, Shogun Brown, and Pops, and they're the ones that's going to be doing the write-up for the entry of the next year. So this year, you might slide through, but next year you're gonna be vetted much harder than I will. So I'm just saying. But this is fun. This is fun. And when you come, I don't want you to have any stress. If you bring your lady, your man, whoever you bring in, we want to make it where it's going to be a great time. A lot of photos everywhere. You know how when we get together, we already have fun, but then you have to wake up, man, 10 o'clock, I got a seminar I need to be at 1 o'clock. No, it's none of that. 10 o'clock, you wake up, you be downtown looking at the mountain or something, or you be out skateboarding, or you're eating in a fine restaurant or something like that. That's the kind of atmosphere we want, because we karate all the time. We
that's right.
All the time, but this is a hall of honor. Let us honor you guys. Let us honor you. And trust me, we are not trying to cut corners. We are trying to make sure that everything you receive, it was worth your trip coming. And I know people say, well, I'm not going to get an award, or what if I get an award? Go to the website, Williams Elite Awards. That's our website. It's so explanatory. You can press about, you can press awards, you can press the hotel. And listen, we are not booking your hotel. We do not book your hotel. When you go in, it's going to say book hotel. Go ahead and book your hotel. I was already told that the rooms are almost sold out. I think we already sold the first 15 rooms out that we had blocked. But don't worry, we already called today and we blocked more. So you'll still be good to go on your hotels. Comeonin.org. Comeonin.org will also get you to the website. And I think that's all I wanted to talk about when we talk about this, but I'm excited about the movie.
I'm excited for you too. And I'm excited to be at this event and to be a part of this great event. You know, I was listening to you, Dr. Williams, and when I look back in the history of the martial arts, this is what the real warriors did. They not only protected their community, but they celebrated their community. And so we're just excited to be a part of this.
I'm glad you said that, because, you know, you can go into a dojo and you might see a black belt, black belt on. Half time they don't say hi to you, nothing. They just let you know I'm a black belt and walk by you. We didn't come out of that. We didn't teach that. We don't teach that. You see the black belt, but nobody in the community has ever heard of him. So what I always challenge the black belts, I say, okay, that's good, you got a black belt, but what do you do in your community? Who in your community, who outside the dojo or the dojang know you?
Right.
Who knows you? Well, I don't want anybody to know but you're winning all the tournaments. You're not stepping outside saying hi or giving some cake or something, handing out some bread or something in the community.
Right.
I'm not bragging, but I was talking to somebody today, and I said, some time ago, somebody told me, you know, John, just nobody really know who you are. I said, wow. It's kind of the first time I heard of that. So I said, nobody know who no, you know, not the people that I know. Correct, because I don't know the people that you know. But then I said, how many people can say they got two keys to the cities, 2 keys to 2 different cities? I mean, you know, one for here, one for Arkansas. Who can say, how many people can say that? They don't just give you a key to the city. And how many people can say they have 5 proclamation days named in their honor? Some people have did way more than I have and never been recognized. But it's not about the recognition. My history dates back, that's documented, of helping. And that's why I say I'm more than a martial artist, because I like to be known for my humanitarian work. I like to be known for my humanitarian work, the work that we do overseas. And that's why I represent the Philippines and Brazil and Africa and all that. That's why I share all my stuff from over there, so people can see it's not about just the kicks and punches, because that's going to go away one day.
Right.
Trust me. I'm a couple of days older than you, so you know.
Hey, we'll resign to do Tai Chi when we get older.
What happens is, what had happened was, You had a set of aches that's gonna hit you when you're 50. You had a set of aches that's gonna hit you when you're 40. You had some new aches you're gonna find out while you're 55. Another set came along when you're 56. And I'm 57, and I'm telling you, them aches for 57, I think I had them back in the 20s, and they just now coming in. Yeah. So,
well, hey, what'd you say? So, some of our aches are because of being in the ring.
Exactly. So y'all just keep on kicking up way up there and touching the ankles, and that's good right now. And D2, this is for you. 55 or 56, you come and see me. No, I'll be way old by then.
Hey, don't remind me.
I still can't get it. But no, y'all, I'm telling you, we got some super class, A class performers. And I didn't just go out and try to pick these people just because I know them. But if you see these people in action, especially D2 and anybody from Seafood's class, or anybody from what's my girl name? She's one of your students. Gosh,
oh, you talking about Audra?
Audra. I would love for her to do
Audra Maddox. Yes.
Audra, if you hear me, I would love for you to perform Kung Fu, right? Because she just got into the Hall of Fame as well, right?
Oh wow, yeah, yeah.
Just got inducted.
Yeah, we have a lot of talented students at Whitlow's Academy. I even have some students that I've got one student that just got accepted into North Carolina A&T in robotics, and he's one of my lethal students. He's trained with me for over 10 years. His name is Sehing Ethan Jones, but he's very talented. And I have him to the end of the summer, but I've had him for 10 years since he was young. And he's headed off to college now, but he's one of my most lethal students. But, you know, he said he's a gentle giant, but I'm just glad he has a good spirit.
People need it in the robotics area. I wanted to send a super shout out to my hometown, Blytheville, Arkansas. Hats off, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm not done. I was just sending a shout out because, see, y'all can talk about our hometown, Blytheville, Arkansas, but how many got Blytheville Monopoly? How many got Monopoly game? Come on, Blytheville. So make some noise, Blytheville. And how we can brag on it. We got Blytheville Monopoly. We got our own Monopoly game. Come on now.
Wow.
Go Blytheville. Come on now.
Hey, John, you gotta send me one of those, man. You gotta send me one of those.
I'm from this home. Y'all better get one in Montgomery or wherever you end up. But I wanted to send a shout out because I see some of my people from Blytheville, Arkansas on there, and some of my high school classmates and stuff. But honestly, sir, this is going to be epic. And I'm telling people, the tickets are not going to last long. The tickets are not going to last long. We almost at the deadline of deciding whether we have to get a bigger room or, you know, we are at that point. We only had the room for like 130 people, I believe, and that's filling up fast. And then now you're coming in with the movie crew, and if you want to give them another shout out, feel free. You know, that's what it's all about.
I want to send a shout out to CTS Films and Mandela Corleone and his crew. I want to send a shout out to Todd Hunt that will also be with us on that film crew as well. And to the Black Martial Art Masters, we want to send a shout out and thank them for participating in this outstanding documentary that will be taking place that weekend.
And I want to send a super shout out to Master Jeanette Chanson. She's my new assistant. She's my new secretary for the organization. And when you guys see and Dr. Laverne Adekuli, as well as she's the Extraordinary People Awards president, because we mess with each other a lot, but Dr. Shogun Brown,
yes,
because we all are getting together, we have gotten together, and we came up with the way to design the certificates and all that. And you know, that stuff wasn't easy. You should know that wasn't
Oh
easy.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because we want to make it elite. We did everything, you guys. Your rings are custom, the belts are custom. You saw me having the belt on earlier. The rings are custom, the belts are custom. Even the paper that the certificates are printed on, we had it custom sent to us, and it just arrived today. So now I can start doing the certificates. The trophies, you say, well, what we're gonna get? Okay, when you receive the award, when you sign up and register, you'll receive your certificate. You'll receive your trophy. We even got a medallion that is going to be received, and you have an option. The option is the belt and the ring. Now we have to have the money up front for the belt and the ring, because as soon as you pay for it, it gets ordered because it's custom.
Right.
And I can't say, hey, it's going to take 2 days or 3 days or whatever. I would love to hold on to the money and then just order them all at one time. But I want you to have your stuff there at the event. But if it doesn't come, the belt and ring doesn't make it in time at the event, don't worry about it. It'll show up and we'll make sure you get it. But this has been a great, I love the info that you put out. I really, really love the part. If you want to know, if you want to talk to Sifu Whitlow at any time, you want to join his school, know more about what he's talking about, you can reach him at 256-457-6877. And he's in Huntsville, I believe. Huntsville, Alabama. Correct? Rocky City. Place that I don't want to go to.
Yeah, the Rocket City. We're here, brother. We're here, brother.
But you know, I have to come to where is it? Montgomery, or where am I going?
Is it Birmingham?
Birmingham. I'll be going to Birmingham in probably the next month or so, right after the awards, because because you don't see everybody at the award ceremony, some people can't travel, and I've been asked if I could come to their city and do the function in front of, and I'm crazy like that, and I'm going to do that.
That's about an hour and a half from us, so you got to come by and visit, my brother.
You know, if I'm an hour and a half, I'm gonna make sure I put me an hour and a half or 3 hours aside and come and say hi. I'm gonna come and say hi. But this is great news. Just got a lot of positive things going. I'll be over in Las Vegas. We're gonna be getting inducted into I'm already in the United States Martial Arts Hall of Fame, United States of America Martial Arts Hall of Fame, but we'll be receiving some new inductions and stuff over there in Las Vegas. So our schedule is full. Las Vegas, Florida, Alabama, here in Colorado, Brazil. Yeah, we have a full schedule. But I don't want to leave again without saying just a little bit more about this. Legendary. This is my patch. I just haven't put it on the yeah. I want to make sure that they know. Hey.
The United Martial Arts Union. That's us. You're right.
Union. You need to know about that. But I'm gonna give you the last word, sir. Hey, I think everybody. I see Jackhammer is on. I can see everybody that's on and saying hello to you, sir. And Jackhammer is going to be getting inducted. He's already he's ready. He's ready. But y'all, look, come to have fun. Come to have fun. And like I say, don't come if you having a bad week and if you coming to settle a score with somebody, stay at home. Stay at home. We want all that positive energy in the room, and we just want to have a great time. I mean, this man here is bringing, and then Dr. Laverne is bringing, the people that's going to show up, we just want to have a great time. And my motto is this. I borrowed this from my old pastor. My motto is this. Do not come and meet the man at the ship. You come so you can fellowship. So that's what I want y'all to keep in mind. but come to fellowship. And I know everybody want to be around seafood when he comes, but he ain't got time for that. Y'all wave at him, let that man have fun. We got 6 minutes. We got 6 minutes. I know y'all gonna want my autograph when you get it, but I ain't gonna give it out. I'm charging that day for autograph. I'm charging that day for autograph. But listen, y'all, this has been a great time, and like I say, we want to showcase what martial arts is outside of the ring. That they
That's
do,
right.
that we do have a fun side, that we're just as crazy as everybody else, and just come to have fun, y'all. We got lots of spots that we can take pictures, and we got a lot of sites set up. Our mission is, our goal. Oh, please, please, please bring your big coat. I know some of y'all from those warm areas, California, Florida, and all that. Sneak up in here in May and think it's going to be like that if you want to.
Yeah, it's Colorado, right?
Got snow in the forecast right now, so it might be snowing out there now. So listen, we do snow here. Look, we do snow here in May. I'm just letting y'all know. We do get snow here in May. We get one snow before Mother's Day and one after. So Mother's Day haven't made it, but we do get that snow in Mother's Day and after. So right now we under a weather advisory thing, supposed to snow at any time, I think for a couple of days. And we just came out of about 53 inches of snow fell over Colorado just last week. So we were digging out and scrapping out.
Hey, when I come, Doc, I'm gonna bring you some sunshine.
I would appreciate that. If it's only for that day, we'll take it. If it's only for that day, we will take it. Look, this weather is like this. It might be 70 degrees at my house. If you go down the street, it'd be 43 down at my neighbor's house. Just the way it happens. Just the way it happens. But one thing I want to say, man, congratulations to you. And please give them that site, that your new TV.
Oh yeah, we have a faith-based TV channel on Roku television. Okay. It's the Fivefold Network. So if you have Roku, you can go to your Roku search engine and put the number 5, capital F as in fold, and capital N as in network. We have right now, we've been up for probably about 10 months, but we just got permissions for faith-based films. So we've got about 10 faith-based films. We've got about 5 or 6 documentaries. In fact, we have Dr. John Williams' documentary that just went up yesterday. We also have...
Y'all know I wasn't going to let him forget that, right? He said that was my next thing. Don't you have a documentary of a guy?
Called, his documentary is called Across Borders. You want to see that?
If y'all forget, that's it right there. That's it right there. Just in case. And it's a film. It's done by my boy Shagun out of Africa, and
it's a great documentary.
Yes, sir. He has the African film production company over there. But like I say, it was a great time filming over in Africa as well as Dubai and Abu Dhabi. It was beautiful over there. Looking to go over there again, but COVID had messed us up. So COVID did a lot. But what you got going on is now, and you can go on to Roku 5
FN
5 capital
F as in fold and N as in network. 5FN, right? The Fivefold Network.
FN, and then all those are capital letters, correct?
Right.
Then you scroll over to the documentary.
Yeah, and there's also a section for kids and family, and there's some local church services that are coming up, and pastors are signing on to go onto the network as well. So it's a wonderful channel, and it's a blessing, growing blessing in progress.
Also, before I let you go, because we got about 30 seconds, it's not rent that channel out, but what if they want to be on if they want a subscription to produce their stuff on your show? That's what
they can reach out to me at 256-457-6877 if you have content that you want to go up on the Fivefold Network and it's positive for community and it's something that will benefit the community. We will do our best to make it happen for you.
And also, he do not give out cousin deals. He know that you grew up together as best friends. None of that. This is business. I don't care if y'all may rank at the same time at Karate Land. He's not giving out any of those discounts. So I just thought I'd share that with him.
Oh, one last thing, John. One last thing, Doc. At the end of the year, we'll have our first book coming out called The Kabbalah From Darkness to Light.
Oh, wow. Y'all hear that? Could you repeat it one more time, sir?
Yeah, at the end of the year in December, we'll have our first book coming out called The Kabbalah From Darkness to Light.
Wow. Well, I hope you guys have had a great time. Seafood, thank you. We finally got it done. Thank everybody. I think when the last time I checked, we had about close to 200 people watching. So I don't know. I think that's because they knew you were coming on. But I tell you what, listen, May 4th, Colorado Springs, Colorado, we're going to be honoring those martial artists and community service leaders. If you know someone in your community that's well deserving, please go to Williams Elite Awards and register. I don't book your rooms and stuff. And one thing I want to do is shout out to my pageant director. That's Darla Allgood. Just know, Darla, when you come, yeah, you're going to come. You're a queen and all, but you're going to get them hands dirty because you're going to be working like everybody else. So, hey, but this is Dr. J. Will with Elite Motivational Moments with Dr. John Williams. I got to get out of here. Thank y'all once again for tuning in. We got to go. Y'all be good. Thank you, sir, for tuning in.
Be blessed, man. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.